You're stranded on an island. You can pick one companion for an indefinite period of time. The rules are it has to be a politician and it has to be from the opposition. Who do you pick?
If I had been in the Congress, I'd give you a lot of examples.
Sitting in the BJP, the one thing you miss about the Congress party, is there anything you miss about the Congress party? So you know the rapid fire. So have fun.
I don't know the rapid fire.
The rapid fire is one where you just have to have a lot of fun with the questions and keep your answers short. The one critical asset the BJP has, which the Congress doesn't, beyond the Prime Minister.
Sense of service, a sense of devotion to Bharat Mata, and a sense of country before self.
The one critical asset the Congress has, which the BJP doesn't.
I wouldn't know whether, I don't know whether you'd call it an asset or not, but I guess if at all, its length of history.
I'll give you a framework that Prashant Kishore gave us: man, message, machinery, money. 4 M's. Is there any particular M you think of the Congress?
Well, first of all, I wouldn't want to count machinery and money as an asset. I think an asset is not in public service, assets are not defined by balance sheets. Assets are defined by intangibles. And what do I mean by that? Assets are defined by emotions. Assets are defined by not what you would want someone to believe, but what they perceive of you. And it's that intangible emotion of what you communicate to them, not only through your spoken word, but by your actions. And that counts for much more than any balance sheet asset like machinery or money or whatever else.
Yeah. Sitting in the BJP, the one thing you miss about the Congress party, is there anything you miss about the Congress party?
Nothing.
Okay. Sitting in the BJP, the one thing you feel a sense of relief or good riddance with regards to the Congress party.
I am not one in life to conspire, bemean, put down. It's not a Scindia gene. It wasn't with my grandmother. It wasn't with my father. It's not with me. Move on in life. Move on in life and move forward and serve.
Okay. So your advice to the next Congress leader the BJP has approached to switch sides.
What are you waiting for?
Okay. If Sachin Pilot comes to you for advice on his political career today, what would you tell him?
I'm not anyone to give anyone political advice on their political career. I believe that, and I think the way that you framed it is where I'd like to catch you. Politics is not about a career. That's the problem. Politics should be about service. When you enter the field of politics, you're entering a public service field. It's got to be the people above you. And that's what I was talking to Vandita about. Laksh Rajniti nahi honi chahiye. Laksh Jan Seva honi chahiye. Move with that. If you want to take your nation forward, that's the higher ideal. It's not about yourself. You're here tomorrow, you won't be here tomorrow. People will remember you if you've done good. And what do you mean by done good? What you mean by done good is not how many times you won an election or what post you held. It's about the amount of people you've touched. It's about the amount of difference you made in their lives. That's how people remember you.
Okay, fair. How many functioning telecom operators will India have 5 years from now, if you were to take a guess?
I think you should have at least 4, which is much more than any other country has in the world. Now, which 4? That I can't answer you.
And one of them will be state.
Sorry?
One of them will be state-owned of the 4.
Yeah, I certainly think so. I mean, I've had a long discussion with Rishi Raj on that. Yeah. But there's always a turnover. For example, when my father opened up the skies in 1993, and you had, I think 8 or 10 airlines that came and set up in India. Not even one of them is existing today. But other airlines have come up. When I was civil aviation minister for 3.5 years, you only had 2 or 3 airlines in India. Now you have 8 or 9 airlines in India. Right from Akasa, who's in the big boys club in terms of Boeings as aircraft, to 19-seater airline companies that have come up in India.
Which actually is a great segue, because I want your advice to the current civil aviation minister on the first pieces dealing with all these bomb threats that are happening across airlines, starting across all flights starting out of India.
So, as I said to you, I'm no one to advise anyone else. And last of all, a cabinet colleague. I think my brother Naidu is more than qualified and will blaze the way in civil aviation in his tenure.
Okay. Now I'll come back to your ministry. The future of the largely China manufactured smartphone is
Over.
And what's the future of the MTNL employee?
And let me tell you that. Why? India imported 40,000 crores worth of mobile phones in 2014. Today, India manufactures 35 crore mobiles. India exports 1,29,000 crores worth of mobiles. We're the second largest mobile phone producer in the world today. It's India, India, India. So I would love for the Chinese to come and buy mobiles from India.
The future of the MTNL employee.
I think the future of the MTNL employee is bright. I think options to either join BSNL, any one of the other telcos.
The one way in which royalty in India today, in the year 2024, is different from regular folk.
No different. Why should it be different? It's an egalitarian society.
Okay.
You're one among 140 crore.
Okay, perfect. The one monarchy outside India that you look up to.
I can't think of any. You ask me multiple leaders that I look up to, yes, but if you, and it doesn't have to be political, I can't think of any monarchy I look up to, no.
Okay.
I believe that's a thing of the past.
Okay.
I believe it's something you should certainly cherish and something that you're proud of, but it's something of the past.
Okay. The one moment or episode in your career that you are most proud of.
So I was in boarding school, Anand, and apart from academics and sports, the beauty of boarding school is that mandatorily you have to do some social, useful, productive work, which is called SUPW.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I did completely voluntarily in that ambit was I volunteered and I decided to teach my blind family member his B.Ed course. So I spent 6 months with him and I taught him his B.Ed course and he passed his B.Ed exam.
Wonderful. The one regret in your professional career.
No regrets. I believe that I don't have any regrets. I believe that you must face ups and downs of life with equanimity, with humility, and with patience. And you need to just ride the wave and go with the flow and try and make your mark with sheer dint of hard work and a sense of service.
Okay, what's that one magic with which over successive governments now Indore remains the cleanest city in India?
It's people.
Okay, lovely. Should I do one personal question? We have time for one personal question.
Yeah, of course, anytime.
It's a bit of a cliche, but I want to know your answer. You're stranded on an island. You can pick one companion for an indefinite period of time. The rules are it has to be a politician and it has to be from the opposition. Who do you pick?
If I had been in the Congress, I'd give you a lot of examples.
Okay, chalo, I'll take the duck. Thank you so much. Thanks for playing.